Welcome back to Let's Play Super Mario 64 DS. Last time, we finished up Tiny Huge Island in the N64 version, no less, which was less of a fun time than I thought it was going to be, because the N64 version is hard to control once you've come from the DS version. Anyway, moving on, this time, there's only one level left that we have yet to see on the second floor, because we've seen that other area, and that's the third floor, so it doesn't count, so shh. Besides, there's only 2 levels there. They don't count. Whatever. They're not actual levels. They don't deserve basic level rights. Moving on from that slightly awkward statement. Anyway. So, this mirror is a lot more interesting than I gave it credit for. I definitely talked about the fact that there was a Luigi painting in the real world that was actually mirrored as a Wario painting. And similarly, there are different things that are mirrored in the background that, you know, that are mirrored that we don't actually see in the real world. For example, Lakitu being one. We don't see him, but he exists. That's just because, you know, he's there, he's the cameraman, so we can't really see the person holding the camera. We only see the perspective of the camera. It's a pretty interesting thing, and I'm glad they did it. It's a nice little touch. That's also in the N64 version. This isn't like a DS version exclusive or anything. But it's a pretty interesting concept that I never talked about first time in here. But more importantly, there's a Snowman painting that's not in the real world. But if you look at that really closely, that wall right there, you'll notice it looks a little bit different than every other wall. Especially if you get up close to it. Similar to Shifting Sandland, Snowman's Land is actually technically a hidden level, I guess. It's hidden in a wall, and you're not necessarily meant to get to, what's the word I'm looking for? Pretty much, it's hidden in a wall. It's not an actual painting. It's like a secret painting, kinda. That's what I was trying to portray, and then I said it all wrong. Great. So this is Snowman's Land. And I will be honest with you. This level, visually, is kinda boring. Do I think it's bad? Not a chance. It's pretty fine. I don't think it's bad by any means. It's absolutely, positively normal. So that's fun. It's actually not a bad level, though. I'm making it seem really bad. Also, there's that enemy that we have not seen just yet. They appear as a coin, and if you get close to them, they jump around. I forget what they're called. They reappear in different 3D Mario games later. If you punch them, I'm pretty sure if you hop on them, you get a lot of coins. So those are pretty helpful for the new Super Mario. What am I talking about? I am very, very out of it. I got a little bit messed up in the head after recording the N64 part of last episode, which is what I'm coming off of at the moment. So a little bit of a behind the scenes detail there. I actually just came off recording the N64 version, and God, it feels back to being the DS version. But moving on. That's helpful in the 100 coin mission. That's what I was trying to say. The mission that we're going for right now is Snowman's Head, I think is what it's called. Snowman's Big Head. Sorry, I didn't say that it was big. It's an important portion of it. But, hey, who's there? Who's climbing on me? Is it an ice ant? A snow flea? Whoever it is, it's bugging me. I think I'll blow it away. There is a big snowman in the middle of this level. That's why it's called Snowman's Land. Now, he doesn't notice the big penguin chilling out right here, walking right in front of him. But us, for some reason, that's what he notices. He will blow you off, and this can be a little awkward, I won't lie. This penguin will walk very erratically, and you want to hide behind the penguin so you don't get blown off. It's not too hard, but it can be a little off. Also, this snowman, poor man, had his head... I don't even know how to describe this. It's not chopped in half. It's a little spiral. Is that his new cut? Is that his new hairdo? Because I gotta say, it's looking mighty fine. I'm really enjoying it. But no, that's it. That's the star. Pretty easy. Going right back in. Chill with the bully. There are 2 different types of bullies. If you've ever gone to the Super Mario Wiki, you'll know that there are different species for different enemies. Yes, the Mario series is deep enough to have different species. That's right. But no, there's just different types of bullies. This one's an ice one, kind of like the ice boss bully we saw earlier. Except, not nearly as difficult. And that's it. You can kind of see why I don't dislike this level at all, but it's pretty inoffensive. There's only a few specific things that I remember about it. One being that it is completely changed in certain areas in the N64 version. The other thing being that there's a pretty cool igloo concept going on a little bit later, but that's just a little bit later. A little bit for later. Yoshi's Ice Sculpture. That's for Yoshi. I believe I'm gonna stick with Yoshi for the rest of this area because truly, genuinely, Yoshi needs the love. Also, I think one of these guys is whatever those things are. Yep. How'd I know? Actually, interesting thought. You do get the coins for that. Oh my god, Yoshi's really good for catching those guys. They can be a little bit frustrating to get with any other character. But that's sick. Okay, that's actually very, very good. Okay, good to know, good to know. Moving on, Yoshi's Ice Sculpture. Go into first. Thank you. Not much of a sculpture, but there's the star. So, what do we have to do? Well, knowing Yoshi, he's capable of holding fire in his mouth. Cool. Probably doesn't burn his insides at all. So I want to grab this fire right here. It's all the way over here. Grab it, take it with me. I don't think there's any power flower abilities here, so you can't really go breathe fire that way, but who knows? I could be wrong, but I don't think there's any power flower ability close enough to make that work well. Again, who knows? So, I believe I have one fire shot here, and if that's the case, I want to hover up here and waste it. Horribly, horribly waste it. Get literally every single ice block except for the one I want. Great. Okay, you get what we have to do, though. You just have to melt these ice blocks using the fire. It's not, like, a difficult thing, again, by any means. I know I've said this before, but hated? No. Inoffensive? Yeah. I don't know. I don't feel the drive to go back to this level, but again, not from hatred, just from pure, like, it's fine, indifference. I don't really care that much about it. It's not, again, bad. Okay, so, I know why I'm doing this wrong now. I can see why I'm doing this wrong, and I can explain why I'm doing it wrong right now. I am thinking that Yoshi will continue his flutter jump after he spits out the fire. But the fire is actually something, as soon as you spit it out, Yoshi falls to the ground. I guess the fire is kind of like a hot air balloon inflating his cheeks and making him float up in the air. And once you let go of that fire, Yoshi just plummets. But in all seriousness, you just fall to the ground whenever you spit the fire. So I keep trying to lead my shot, if you will, if we're going to go with shooter terminology. But all it does is screw me up. Did I miss it again? How? Oh, there we go. Got it. It's not hard by any means. I guess I'm just a little bit bad at aiming. Nice. Even with all those mess-ups, we've only been recording for 9 minutes. These levels don't go on long. Not very long at all. Whirl from the freezing pond. Oh! In my head, I was like, oh, what? Because initially, my first thought was, I can actually get a better view of it from over here. Freezing pond, right here. To show this off, actually, might this sign tell me a little thing or two? Brr, frostbite danger, do not swim here. I'm serious, the penguin. If a penguin tells you not to swim there, don't swim there. Why? That's why. That is essentially lava, and by essentially lava, I mean it's lava. It has the exact same characteristics, so be careful. You don't want to fall into that, and similar to lava, it shoots you up in the air, so you could and are likely to get caught under that place with the bully right there, leading you to pretty much instant death, so careful. Now, this is the ice lake it was talking about. This one isn't frostbite, this one is just slower frostbite. You slowly take damage in it over time. I believe that this should do it. That is the star. Those whirly guys who I've already said the name of and I just forget of, those guys will make you spin, fly up in the air. That's the first time you actually have to use them for a star, which is Kind of interesting. I thought they'd use that a little bit more, but Hop on the time. Okay. Nope. No shell for me today. Maybe not today, but maybe today. Later. Who knows? It'll be eventually. I'll hop on the shell eventually. It's very useful for 100 coin mission, but that's not today. Definitely not today. I cannot go through another 100 coin mission right now. Snowman, Silver Star. Alright. Whenever they add silver stars, that means usually that there was a star change in the original. Not all the time, but usually. Where are these silver stars, though? One of them is out in the open. Cool. There's actually... I never noticed this. Well, I knew about this specifically, but I never realized the reason behind this. I always thought that they had this random wind here just to be cool, and this amp here just to be cool. The amp is just there to be cool. But the wind is kind of like a nice, breezy Arctic wind. When it's really cold out and the wind pushes against your face, your chilly cheeks, and then you're like, ooh, that was chilly. That's what that's trying to mimic. I don't know why I had to word it that poorly, but I did it anyway. So, this really isn't anything too interesting. There are a few kind of neat stars, one of which being under there, and the other neat one not being where that guy is, being all the way up there. We don't know how to get to those places just yet, technically, or I haven't shown off how to get to them just yet. But there is actually something that, again, I thought I wouldn't get to insanely quickly, but apparently I am. I was talking about this just last star. We are hopping on this shell. I switch what I'm doing left, right, and center, apparently. Nice thing about being on the shell, whenever you pick up, first of all, you can go over lava, and consequently, you can go over the frostbite water. But also, when you pick up these silver stars, you don't have to go through the animation. I can see why they didn't want you to go through the animation, and I'm kind of glad they didn't. It's perfectly fine without it. And there we go. That's all the silver stars. It's kind of neat, the way the shell is used here. I like it quite a lot. But yeah, when I said you are likely to get caught under that, trying to get that silver star without knowing there's a shell in the level is kind of why I said that. It should be pretty self-explanatory what'll happen if you try to get that without using the star, or the shell rather. There's the star. I swallowed that. I definitely swallowed that. I didn't know you could swallow actual stars. Though considering you can swallow silver stars, I guess it should have been like a put two and two together type of thing. Moving on. Into the igloo. Okay. This is a level which was changed drastically in the N60 or in the DS version, not in the N64 version. I act like this is the base version of the game, and I hope you can forgive me for that, but it feels that way because this is what I've been playing my whole life. I've played the N64 version. You've seen me play it. I've never played it to completion. I've played this to completion like, I think I said, this is going to be my third? I think? I don't remember exactly. I don't necessarily keep track of how many times I've beaten games. Anyway, moving on. The igloo. I know where it is, I forget how to get to it. If I take a step back, right there you'll see that there's some fencing. We have not been to that area just yet. I think I remember how to get to it. And I will show off how to get to it in just a second. Yes, okay. There's a trail of coins all the way over there. But we cannot go into that water without dying pretty quickly. So, what I want to do is land on that barely. The barely part wasn't preferable, but it made it look cool, I guess. Hop on the shell and ride over this water. This isn't instant death water by any means, but it's certainly going to make getting up here harder. This is also incredibly steep. So steep that the shell has problems getting up here. So you need the shell, and you need to jump with the shell to make it in here easily. And then, you just climb right into the igloo. And welcome to an area that was not present in the N64 version at all, but makes the 100 coin mission significantly easier. So, all this water is going to hurt you. It's not like the lava water, it's not that type of water, but it will slowly do damage to you over time. Also, I know I talk about pointless bomb buddies all the time. That's the cannon one. Never mind, I thought that was the red coin one. I sold you too short, bud. You are actually incredibly useful. But yeah, that water will do damage to you. If you get out of it quickly enough, it won't. But there's a reason they put so many coins around here. It's because they don't want you to take so much damage. You're gonna be taking a bit if you have to go down into the water to get some red coins. And especially on the 100 coin mission, you're gonna be taking a bit of damage because you want all the coins in the water. And I took damage very quickly there. And I'm not sure why. I have an idea. Maybe it's on a timer and the timer doesn't reset after you hop out of the water. I don't know. They did something similar to that in A Hat in Time, where you would still, after hopping out of the water, the freezing water, be chilly. And you would maintain that chilliness for a little bit longer than I think necessary. It was a little bit too long, but you would maintain that chilliness for a while. And if you hop back into the chilly water, then you would instantly start resuming your chilly damage from where you left off while being chilly. Hopefully that amount of chilies didn't make that an incomprehensible sentence. It might have. Anyway, yeah, that was that. That was a red coin star. It was pretty easy. All the red coins were in the exact same space. Red coins in the house. I actually didn't do the star that I was thinking about. There was another star in there. You definitely saw that star in the igloo there already. You have to grab Luigi for that star, so you can use the invisibility cap. It's not really that different from what we just did earlier, except minus the red coin parts. That, oh my, if I lose the Luigi cap right now, I'm gonna be so mad. It's okay, I grabbed it. Also, I kind of like this, this visual of all the capped Goombas being corralled in a pen with a little fire to keep them warm. It's pretty cute. Pretty dang cute. Also, kinda sad. I can't believe I fell for that. Wait a darn tootin' second. Okay, good. So, I was doing a little bit of testing for the 100 coin mission. Unlike other sub-areas in this game, you can exit this one. Thank God. Because not being able to exit certain sub-areas was a massive pain. Anyway, this is a pretty straightforward star. I really don't have to talk too much about it. Look. Look at it. It's so easy. That's it. We're done. That was all the stars, and it only took 20 minutes with things I'm going to cut out, though it's still going to be pretty close. That's it. That's all the stars in that area, minus the 100 coin star. So, next time on Let's Play Super Mario 64 DS. We won't be playing the DS version. We'll do the 100 coin star, and that'll be it for the DS version. After that, I will actually move on. Well, I don't... will that be it for the DS version? My brain's doing a little bit of backtracking on what I just said. We're gonna do some DS stuff, but it's not gonna be mainly focused on DS stuff, I don't think. I think we're gonna be looking a lot at the N64 version next episode, because there are 2 stars I want to show off in Snowman's Land that are completely different. So, with that being said, that's for next time. Till then.